Hello and welcome to my graffiti text tutorial in Adobe Photoshop. So what we're going to do today, we're going to start off by going to Google and Google the graffiti font to smear wrap. It is the second link on Google. It should say download smear wrap. You're going to scroll down the page and find the highlighted section. It's a link. It says download here. You're going to go ahead and click that, wait for it to download, and then open it up in your downloads folder. Once downloaded, we're going to go ahead and select all of the letters that you wish to choose. In this tutorial, we're going to be spelling out King James, referring to LeBron James, basketball superstar, MVP, playing in the finals this coming June. I imagine it's a very relevant design and good to sell if you wish to do so. So, what we're going to go ahead and do is select all the corresponding letters. That would be the K, the I, the N, the G, the J, the A, the M, the E, and the S. And as you can see, they're all PNG files, so we will drag them into Photoshop, and here we are. Just in case you're wondering, I am using Adobe Creative Cloud, and I'm just using my mouse pad, no fancy tools, just keyboard, mouse pad. Now our next step is going to be to create a new document. For the purposes of this tutorial, I made it 18 by 18, entitled it King James with 300 resolution and a white background. You can choose your specs, that's what I chose to use, but we will be widening this document as the tutorial moves on. Now our next step will be to go to each letter, it's its own separate file, and click Apple A to highlight, and then Apple C to copy, and then paste it on the new file that we've created. I'm going to do this for a few of the letters, and then I'm going to speed it up just for the purposes of repetition. Now we're renaming each layer as it corresponds to its letter. So for example, the letter that shows M, we're going to name M. This is just for organizational purposes so we don't get lost. The next step is to rearrange them. So right above the background layer, we're going to put the K, and we're going to spell King James in an upward fashion. So the K would be the lowest layer and the S would be the highest. Now we're going to rearrange them on two separate lines. Oh, but before we do that, we're going to widen it out. So I almost doubled it. It's probably around 34. I'm just going to grab the paint bucket and fill in that black half. Now back to the pointer tool, and we will drag the K, the I, the N, the G up to the top line, and the James to the bottom line. And as you can see, the letters overlap each other. Now I'm going to go ahead and rearrange them pretty straight. You can do this messy if you want. It creates a different kind of effect. And now what we're going to do is go back to Google, and we're going to search for the Cavaliers colors. This first image I'll have linked in the description. It's their wine yellow and their I don't know. Their colors are wine and gold, though. That's what they call them. Doesn't make much sense to me. So, now we have the colors sampled in Photoshop. We're going to go ahead and duplicate all the layers and then merge them together to create one file that shows every letter. Then we're going to create a folder and put all of the other files in there, title it individual letters, and hide it. Just in case we mess up later, we'll still have those to work around with. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is duplicate the layer that has, actually before we duplicate, we're going to select all of the white space in the letters. So not the 3D section, but just, as you can see in the screen, the front of the typeface. And we're going to save that selection as letters, just in case you mess up later. And this next step is also in case you mess up. We're going to duplicate that layer, lock it and title it "Don't Touch." This is just for screw-ups. It's always good to have a backup plan. And I'm going to put that below individual letters and hide it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and delete that selection from the top layer that we just made. It should be transparent. And then we're going to go ahead and grab the soft brush, a large soft brush, and begin to decorate. I'm going to go ahead and put a solid red on it and then come in with the yellow. I'm going to keep doing this gradient until I get something I like. This did take me a while, even though it's in fast motion here. Please take your time. This is important. This one makes it look nice. So now we're going to go ahead and select all of the 3D white space. Make sure you get all those nooks and crannies in there. You don't want any white showing. And we're going to save that as 3D and then delete it and then begin to decorate just as we did with the other typeface. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just decorating the outside, so like towards the end of the 3D space, making that hinted with the Cavaliers red. And it's going to come out looking like almost a burn effect. This did take me a lot of time, even though it's in fast motion once again. So there we have it. That's your King James. It's on a transparent background. I suggest saving it as a Photoshop file and as a PNG if you want to upload it to the web. So there it is, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Please share with your friends if you like it. Subscribe, of course. Like the video. Yeah, any suggestions, comments, complaints, please feel free to let me know. Until next time, thank you, guys.